My countrymen, for decades we looked to others to come and build our nation. That time is now over. Today we take the reins of our country into our own hands, and with our own sweat and our own hard work, by building 1 kilometer of road at a time, we will rebuild our glorious nation.
In the heart of West Africa lies a country called Burkina Faso. For many years, our people have struggled with something very important: infrastructure. This word might sound complicated, but it's simple. Infrastructure means the basic things we all need to live better: good roads, electricity, clean water, and transport. These things help people travel, work, and live well. Without them, life is much harder. Imagine living in a small village where the roads are not paved. They're just dusty dirt tracks. When it's dry, they're bumpy and rough. When it rains, these roads turn into rivers of sticky mud. Cars, trucks, and buses get stuck for days, sometimes weeks. This is what people in Burkina Faso have faced for decades: roads that hold them back and keep them trapped in poverty. But now, things are starting to change. There's a new sense of hope in the air. This hope is led by the President Ibrahim Traoré. He has a big dream, not just to fix small problems, but to transform the whole country. His plan is called the Faso Maboa Initiative, a huge project to build the roads and services people have needed for so long. This is not just about roads. It's about giving people the tools they need to build better lives. To understand why Faso Maboa is so important, we must look at the past. For years, political troubles, lack of money, and tough landscapes meant Burkina Faso never built strong roads or power lines. Because of this, daily life was full of struggles. Think of a farmer in a faraway village. He works hard all year to grow crops, but to sell them, he must travel on bad roads. If his truck gets stuck in the mud, his crops can rot before he reaches the market. This means his family earns less money and stays poor. This story repeats itself thousands of times across the Burkina Faso country. The problem is not just money. Imagine a sick child in that same village. There is no nearby clinic. Bad roads mean an ambulance can't reach the village in time. A simple sickness turns into an emergency. Poor roads cost lives and cause suffering that could have been avoided. Businesses suffer too. If it's too expensive and too slow to move goods, companies don't grow. Investors look at Burkina Faso and worry about transport problems. So they go elsewhere, where it's easier to do business. This means fewer jobs for young people. And when youth can't find work, they become frustrated and vulnerable to extremist groups. Broken roads don't just keep people poor. They can make the whole country unstable. Faced with these big problems, Burkina Faso leaders knew they had to act. Waiting for others was no longer enough. In 2024, President Traoré launched the Faso Maboa Initiative, an ambitious plan to rebuild the country's roads, houses, and services. He called on every citizen to play a part, to work together and build a brighter future. It created a new sense of unity and pride. Burkina Faso leaders looked at other countries for ideas. They saw how China grew fast by building massive infrastructure through its Belt and Road Initiative. But they knew Burkina Faso needed its own plan, one that fits their needs. The goal is huge: build thousands of kilometers of paved roads, safe homes, electricity, water, and good health care for everyone. One of the first big steps was buying over 900 brand new construction machines, bulldozers, excavators, trucks, and rollers. These machines were sent across the country with a clear mission: replace old dirt roads with strong, modern roads, especially in rural areas. President Traoré told the teams, "No excuses, no delays. We must build 3,000 to 5,000 kilometers of new roads every year. This is faster than some rich countries." The Faso Maboa Initiative is about more than roads. It's about improving all parts of life. Better roads mean nothing if people don't have safe homes, clean water, and power. That's why the plan also includes building affordable housing, modern sanitation, and reliable electricity. With good roads, people can run bus services to connect villages with cities. People can travel for work, school, or family visits. Better postal services mean letters and packages can reach people anywhere, helping businesses grow and families stay connected. Farming is the backbone of Burkina Faso country. Better roads help farmers reach markets faster. But the plan goes further, giving farmers good seeds, fertilizers, modern tools, and access to loans so they can grow their businesses and feed the nation. A huge part of Faso Maboa is bringing electricity to places that have never had it. With power, children can study at night, businesses can use modern equipment, and hospitals can store medicines safely. Electricity will transform life for millions. The plan is not just talk, it's already happening. Near Kadugu, a small farming village was once cut off by a 30 km dirt road that turned to mud in the rainy season. When the new road was built, the journey to market dropped from 3 hours to just 30 minutes. Farmers now earn more, children go to school safely, and sick people can get help in time. One road changed everything. Big dreams come with big challenges. Building roads and power grids costs a lot of money. The government must find ways to pay for it, through careful budgeting and working with partners. Security is another problem. Extremist groups can threaten workers and sites. The government is protecting projects with security forces and by partnering with local communities. Another challenge is climate. Heavy rains and floods can damage roads. So, roads must be built strong and smart to last through all weather. A key to Faso Maboa's early success is community ownership. In the past, projects failed because outsiders decided everything. Now, local people help plan. Before a road is built, the community shares where they need it most. Local workers are hired and trained to operate machines and maintain roads. Young people learn skills that help them find good jobs and start businesses. When people build something themselves, they protect and care for it. Burkina Faso's progress is inspiring neighbors too. Country's new roads don't just connect villages inside its borders, they connect peoples to coastal countries like Ghana, Ivory Coast, and Togo. This opens up trade and lowers costs. Other countries are now talking about a West African infrastructure pact, working together to build roads, railways, and energy networks that cross borders and boost growth for all. The road ahead is long, but the path is clear. If people keep going, Burkina Faso could become one of the fastest growing economies in West Africa by 2035. Millions of people could escape poverty. New jobs will grow not just in construction, but in farming, factories, and services. People can show Africa and the world what is possible when leaders have vision, people work together, and everyone believes in their own power. Infrastructure is more than roads and buildings. It is the backbone of a strong society. It gives people opportunity, protects health, and brings hope. As people build new roads, they are paving the way to a brighter, stronger Burkina Faso, 1 kilometer, one community, one life at a time.